Hey guys, it's been an absolutely crazy past week, especially with the Kris Tyson stuff. But before even getting into the video, all I have to say is that Kris is an absolute creep. No doubt about it, dude. Dude, this stuff is so crazy to me. I remember watching MrBeast's old videos back in 2018 and enjoying his stuff. But naturally I started drifting away from his content, due in part to how corporate his content started to feel and the fact I was getting older. But to come back and see MrBeast's best friend like this is crazy, especially since my favorite guy on the MrBeast crew was Kris. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, it's sad to see how much of a clown this guy's become, both metaphorically and physically. Now, I won't be covering everything, just the stuff that is most damning and the stuff that interests me. Well, with that out the way, time to get into the video. Before I say anything, I want to show you some of the comments Kris was making before he was exposed again recently. Luckily, NICHDEORIO compiled most of the stuff on Kris a while ago, so shout out to him. So I'll play that now.
Also, Kris from MrBeast, right? He got exposed for posting lolly. The artist is the same artist that drew my daughter.
At the time, Keemstar's daughter was only 7 years old. On November 18th, 2016, Chad continued his trend of drawing real-life lolly art when he drew Lieutenant Corbus posed sexually with a microphone. Keep in mind that this girl was new to being a celebrity at the time, and once again, was just 11 years old. In a post from October 5th, 2010, Chad writes that he was forced to remove all pornographic images from his site because of laws in Switzerland that prohibited depicting underage people in art.
The Kris Tyson situation could become a complete disaster for MrBeast's brand.
So, as you can tell by that clip, Mr. Kris Tyson has been hanging around people like, you know, good old Shadman and that Goon Clown guy. Both I wish not to do research or discuss because of how much they both disgust me. They frankly just disgust me. But if you want to know who they are, I suggest the Turkey Tom videos on them. They're both pretty good, so recommend those. As much as I don't want to talk about Shadman, I think it's best to explain what Shad did before continuing. A quick rundown is Shad was that artist on that clip I showed. Shad would draw underage fictional characters inappropriately and then eventually would start to draw real children inappropriately. Anyways, Kris wasn't just hanging around Shadman, he was openly endorsing his artwork of minors, and he was saying that he would, I think you know what he was saying about inappropriate drawings. Surprisingly, Kris wasn't the only one doing this. There were some other big names at the time that were also endorsed Shad. For example, Shad was friends with Only Plays and the rest of the Only Plays crew, I believe. I also believe they would say there's nothing wrong with what Shad was doing. It's because it's just drawings. Apologies if I'm wrong, I could not find that clip at the current time. But I think what Kris Tyson said about Shad's artwork is what started the avalanche of new information to come out. So a YouTuber called Prism42 made a video about a month ago of recording, exposing Kris for talking to a boy who was 13 while Kris was 20 years old at the time. All we know about this is that Kris was making extremely inappropriate jokes around this child, but we don't know if anything more inappropriate happened behind the scenes or if it was just kept to distasteful jokes. Either way, Kris is clearly being disgusting here with an underage boy, which is insane. But apparently Keemstar was put in contact of this teenage boy who is now 20 years old by MrBeast. This is what Keem had to say about it. MrBeast connected me directly to Lava, the alleged Kris Tyson grooming victim. Lava says, I was not groomed by Kris Tyson. Lava also says, I did not meet Kris Tyson by myself. I met Kris and the MrBeast crew with my family present. I ran a Discord with Kris when I was 13 and edgy. Inappropriate jokes were said, and that's it. So both parties are saying that nothing explicit happened, which is good, but the inappropriate jokes Kris said to the kid was definitely out of the line, and is good enough evidence for me to say that Kris is a complete scumbag weirdo. Now, there are some more alleged comments by Kris on Reddit that were leaked recently. I will cover the most damning one right now. This comment was presumably left on a picture of someone playing VR. Kris says, "Why the F would you use your VR headset for anything other than..." I'm not repeating that. Like, nigga, what the hell? Why are you gonna even say that? What? This guy's an absolute creep. Screw this guy, legitimately. So good old Mr. Tyson made a response to the absolutely disgusting stuff he's been doing over the years. His response reads, "I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing the recent events, we've mutually decided it's best to permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health." Okay, so that Mr. Beast bit was probably a lie, and you'll see why soon. Continuing on with what Kris said. "I want to add, I never groomed anyone. The person who gets brought up in these accusations, Lava GS, the teenager Kris was friends with, has vocally supported that they are false. Having said that, I humbly apologize to anyone I've hurt with my unacceptable social media posts, past actions, and those who feel portrayed by how I used to act online. To lump these two factors together to create a narrative that my behavior extends beyond bad energy jokes is disgusting and did not happen. In past years, I've learned that my old humor is not acceptable and I cannot change who I was, but I can continue to work on myself. I don't want these accusations to impact the hundreds of people who work at Mr. Beast, which is why I've stepped away." This nigga calling people disgusting after he hung artwork depicting a lewd child on his wall? Like, what? Okay, your past humor is clearly the stuff you whack it to. Like, edgy jokes are fine, but it's just literally you enjoying artwork depicting children in compromising states. Like, you're a creep, you freaking weirdo. Just yesterday of releasing this video, Mr. Beast made a response to the Kris stuff, and I must say it's leagues better than Kris's retarded response. Mr. Beast wrote, "Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava? That's a bad misspell of Kris's name. Kris Tyson's behavior, and I'm disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During this time, I have been focusing on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure that I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online to take immediate action and remove Ava? Bro doesn't know how to spell Kris? From the company, my channel, and any association from Mr. Beast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their findings." Now overall, Mr. Beast had a decent response, but I have no idea why Mr. Beast didn't drop Kris as soon as he saw this disgusting crap hanging on his wall.
How's it going, you guys? So recently everybody's been hearing about the Jeanette McCurdy leak of her photo. What the story is, she sent pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out, and she is a very popular Nickelodeon star on the show iCarly, and probably be seen as the pulling of the show. It'll probably be taken off the air. Second off, you'll probably see the photos get taken down at some point tonight, maybe tomorrow, because Nickelodeon has that kind of power. But the link's in the description if you want to see them.
What now, Kris? Her revenge porn is in the description? Well, thanks a lot, Kris. That's awful nice of you. What a very smart guy we got here. I wonder how much of a complete retard you got to be to link something illegally obtained in the description of your video. Maybe you got to be retarded enough to do this to yourself. Also, guys, you wouldn't believe it. Kris has been exposed for saying something far, far more horrendous than what has been exposed so far. He's been exposed for saying the N-word. I know, guys. I cried for 6 hours straight when I heard this too. Take a listen.
What's up? What?
He said nigger back in like 2008 or 2009.
Who?
It's going viral.
You do know I'm watching this for 10 hours straight on a live stream.
I see.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said the N-word.
Well, you just said the N-word.
But I'm not relevant.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess you can say the N-word.
Yeah.
No, I'm not live streaming, but I am watching it for 10 hours straight.
This is what Kris should have become. A true Aryan warrior. True Aryan king! This is one of the tweets exposing it. This tweet is so funny to me. Kris Tyson from MrBeast is far worse than Dr. Disrespect, and the so-called influencers haven't said a word about it. So far true. Number 1. Kris had inappropriate conversations with several censored ers. Well, yeah, that's awful. Number 2, he uses the N-word with the hard R on stream. Oh no, even worse, he says the nigger word. Oh no. Number 3, he provided revenge P censored orn to kids. Skull emoji. Haha, so quirky with that skull emoji. The fact they compare inappropriate stuff with mine is to saying the dreaded N-word is so stupid. You only find this stupid slop on Twitter. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm glad this creep is getting what he deserves. If you enjoyed, like. If you didn't enjoy, dislike, and tell me what you disliked in the comments. Apologies if I got any information wrong in the video. If you see anything I got wrong, feel free to let me know. See ya.
Like, ooh, fag, you're a fag.